Hi, everybody. My heart welcomes you to my heart in this sharing time that we do called mind stilling. That's just a name I made up. It could be called just having a peaceful moment. And that's what we're going to do today without all the bells and whistles and crystals and candles and incense and gongs and drums. We're just going to have a quiet time, and I invite you to sit here right next to me in this beautiful setting, my garden. And the way I created the garden is the same way that we create our spiritual inner life. We nurture peace. We invite beauty. We insist on inner harmony, even if outer situations are chaotic and divisive and frightening. We insist on cultivating that connection with the divine in existence, and that is stilling the mind. Stilling the mind, because the mind wants to mess everything up. The mind wants to logically think out everything. And some things cannot be logically dealt with. And we're going to concentrate on the area of our own humanness which does not use logic in this one instance. Save the logic for when you need it. Here we're going into the presence of being connected with everything, the sacredness of life. Even if you're in jail, even if you're in a bad situation that you call bad, even if you feel sad or lost, you can cultivate feeling harmony and beauty and at peace with your situation inside. And that's where we're going, within. Anytime you can do this. So just pretend you're sitting here next to me, and let's journey to the inner realm. And it can be very easy and very quick. You can do this while standing in line at the grocery store or while driving the car. You don't have to shut your eyes. You don't have to do anything except have the intention of focusing on your breath, which is the connection to your higher realms of perception, which is not thinking. So for even one breath, you can do this. Let's do it together. You breathe in and you focus on the expansiveness of this breath. And you watch as you release the breath with no thoughts. And that's it. It's that simple. That moment, that one breath, is like planting a seed. Planting a seed in your garden of spirit, your garden of the heart. So how many seeds do you want to plant? And how much time can you nurture your seeds, giving them water, protecting them from adverse situations like the weather or bad friends or bad influence or too much news or too much worrying, not focusing on gratitude, all those things that you get to choose what to do about the seeds that you've planted in your garden of the heart. The garden of the heart is ours to design, ours to enjoy, and it's within all of us at every moment. Some of us have forgotten, and some of us keep too busy to want to even go there, because what's the point? It's not entertaining. Well, we're not talking about that right now. The kind of person who is watching this mind stiller that I offer the world wants some comfort, wants to feel that they are capable of feeling peace and inner tranquility, even in the midst of chaotic confusion and adversity and even bad health. All it takes is the intention, planting the seed in your heart ignites the desire to have this experience all the time. So let's try another breath. You don't have to close your eyes. Breathing in and watching as it expands your lungs, fills you with energy, and then releasing through your nose is best. And watching as the breath merges with everything that is. So the breath is not only our own personal connection to existence, it's like a metaphor, but it's also this universal blending of every molecule that gets recycled, who knows where the air has come from. It possibly could be stardust that we're made of, some people believe. Who knows? That's logical thinking. The feeling of the garden is what matters. The feeling connected with peace, love, beauty, harmony, acceptance is what we're after here. It's like we're pumping up the muscle, your spiritual muscle. You gotta exercise positivity. You do that by planting the seed and nurturing the good stuff and weeding out the bad stuff. Let's take another breath. Just watching it. That's all there is to it. Stillness happens. And if you choose to continue watching your breath and forget about listening to me, that's great. That's perfect. You get into a groove. And after a while, you see that this place that is right within you is so deliciously blissful that sometimes it's hard to come out of it. But you can bring that state with you into your so-called ordinary day, chopping vegetables or typing on your keyboard, or mowing the lawn, or going to the not workplace, but maybe because who has a workplace these days? It's still the pandemic. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you can bring this consciousness with you just by paying attention to one breath. That's all it takes to plant your seed. And then the more you have the inclination to have your attention on that continued breath is up to you. That's the commitment that we as human beings get to make because we have free will. And even if we're in prison, we don't have to say, oh, this is terrible, I'm in hell, and just feel absolutely horrible. You have the free will to choose that, even if I am in the prison of my mind, I can choose to be free because my mind has that freedom to go and roam in my heart space. And there, I want to plant this beautiful garden of peace. Isn't that a wonderful thought? So just continue remembering that you are the gardener of your own inner garden of peace. And however much you wish it to be peaceful is how much attention you will give it, how often and how dearly you cultivate your little seeds of joy, serenity, peace, acceptance, and not allow yourself to be disturbed by anything that interferes with that connection. And that's what a garden is. You create it. And we're talking about the inner garden of the heart. So concentrate on your abilities to create this garden within as much as you can. It's up to you. It's your garden. Blessings, my dear friend. Until next time.